Hello and welcome down onto the tech desk, and in today's video we're going to be looking at my first ever accessory for the Quest 3 on the channel, and that is this. It is a battery strap. Now, I want to do two things out of this video. Firstly, I want to tell you all about this battery strap because there's some really good stuff about it, and there's a couple of things that I'd like to change about it. And secondly, I need you to recommend me another battery strap. I'm always on the lookout for battery straps, and I think there might be something better out there, certainly for me. Okay, so I paid £50 from Amazon, and if you go and have a look, this one in particular, it has this RGB at the back, and I'll talk about the RGB in a bit, but there's a reason why this is in a non-branded case. It comes in all different names. This particular one is named from Eyglo, E-Y-G-L-O, and it's the C2, as it says there. But there are other names for this as well on Amazon as well. So that's why I think it's branded kind of like that, because people just put their own name to it. So I think they're all the same. And the thing that attracted me to this one is that it's got 8,000 mAh. That was what I wanted on this one. A lot of them have a bit less, but this has a bigger battery. Okay, so here it is then on my Quest 3. And I want you to run through it. Like I said, there's some good stuff and some bad stuff. So the good stuff is obviously the stats on it's got 8,000 mAh, which in my testing seems to be about right. It's all kind of plastic all around here. And one little problem I got with it off the bat, very small thing, is it's not quite the same color as the Quest. So here it's almost like a dark grayish, an off-white, and then a white. It would have been nice if they'd have matched it. It's a small thing, I know. And it has this head strap over here, and this bit comes with it, the back plate on here. And then we have a button on the top, which turns the RGB on or off. And then we have this adjustment wheel here. And then on the bottom here, we have the USB-C to charge it. So installation is dead easy. I can even take it off and show you. You remove the strap from the Quest 3, and then you just basically put it on there, line it up, snap it in, and it stays in. It's a really, really good fit, okay? This ain't coming out, and it hasn't ever come out. You have then a gap for the cable, for the battery, and then over the other side you have it for the 3.5 port there. To fit this in here, you have this strap here, so this folds underneath it. So when you take the original strap off, you take that off by pulling it out from underneath this plastic bar inside there, in there. Then you just feed this back and over there like so. This bit can come off. So if I just pull this out like so, it will come out like that. You then have to fit it into these two holes, one in there and one in there. So I'll just show you how easy that is. Poke that in, and then poke it in the other side, and then just push it in until it clips, which it has done, and then that sits in there. Okay, so that's the installation then. Dead simple. Now, how does it work then? If you didn't know already, the battery back, basically you have this big 8,000 mAh battery in here. This cable goes in here. You plug it in like so, and it charges your headset. A couple of things, what you can do is you can charge it at the same time. So you plug that in and it will charge, and it charges the headset first and then the battery. Okay, so you can play it whilst having it wired in, and it will charge both at the same time. Fantastic. Or what you can do is you can just pull that out and then charge that up while it's charging that up, and it'll only be using the battery off the Quest, and then when it gets flat, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so spinning around the back here, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because if you look on Amazon, you'll see that this RGB on the back here is the thing that everyone looks at and goes, oh, look, flashy RGB. If I just knock off the lights, you can see it in a little bit better detail. You have this breathing coloured RGB, okay, so it floats around and it changes. I tend to not have it off. If you've not got it plugged in, it doesn't work. Plug it in, there we go. It works. Okay, so it'd be nice if someone sat behind you while you're playing VR, give them a nice little light show. Other than that, completely pointless. But you might think, oh, that drains the battery. I have done some testing. I played it with the battery, with the light off, and I played it with the light on. I didn't notice any difference, I'll be honest with you. It didn't really make any difference at all to me, so I shouldn't worry about the battery too much. And then this here, let's go over this bit here. So this is the adjustment ring. I've got two kind of little problems with this. I have another set, it's a Transnovo, and it has a really nice mechanism, whereas you tighten it by twisting this, okay? So you've got this on, and then you tighten it like that. Now, if you want to loosen it, some of them have a button on here, and it just pings open and opens it. It doesn't do that. You have to mechanically do that. Now, I'm a little bit worried about it failing after a while because of all the mechanics inside, but it's been okay for the past few weeks. I just wish it had that button that snaps it off, just so when I take it off, I can just go bunk, 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 and it come off. I haven't. I've got to sit there and turn it until it comes off. The only other issue really is it feels a bit cheap. Look, it's a bit wobbly. It comes up and down. It doesn't feel like the best quality, and I just think, look at it shaking there. It's just a bit, okay. But it's been fine. To give it its dues, it's been fine over the past few weeks. And then if we move to the side, this bit here is brilliant. A lot of the battery straps have this. It basically folds up, okay, like so. So when you're playing, you can have this on the back of your head and flip this up so you can be looking there. And then when you've finished with it, you just fold it back down and then play in the VR. That's been really handy. You don't have to take the whole thing off. You literally just flip it back up like that. These arms here, they are quite thin, but they've been okay. They're nice and kind of like, so it gives it the adjustment there, so when it goes kind of like a difference your heads, it has a nice bit of adjustment, but it does feel a bit thin. I'm just a bit concerned about that, but again, like I said, over the past few weeks, it's been fine. Now, a couple of absolutely cracking things that I love about this, and it's the padding. So this pad here that you've attached on there on the head strap, I think is phenomenal. It's a lovely foamy memory foam type strap. Absolutely no issues with that sitting on my head. I love it, and that is replicated back here. So if I just take this off, yeah, this as well also has this lovely foam that sits on the back of your head. Comfort wise, this is 10 out of 10. I could wear this all day, every day, and be very comfortable with it. And also the benefit of having a battery on here and it on there is the balance as well. So if I just pick this up, if I pick this up at the front, okay, and you'll see that the battery dips at the back there, and then if I hold it at the back, the phone fits. If I hold it directly in the middle, it just lines up beautifully. This thing is beautifully balanced, so the battery to the headset in the middle of the strap. Okay, so you're not going to have any excess pressure on either the back or the front. It will be distributed evenly and across this beautiful, comfy strap that goes across the top of your head. Just another little tiny issue that I've had as well is if I'm charging it and it's plugged in and then I stop charging it, this doesn't charge the headset. What you have to do is you have to pull it out, then pull it back in for it to start charging. It's a weird quirk, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be like that or not. So it's fine leaving it day in, day out with it plugged in and plugging it and that lot. It's just when you start to charge it and then pull it out. Because, let's make this a bit smaller. If you plug in your USB-C into here, you'll see that this RGB ring here, it shows you how much charge you've got. So it flashes all the way around there and it will stop there when it's 100%. So I've got about 50%, so 1, 2, 3, about 50%-ish worth of battery on there, okay? And then if you take it out and you think, oh, I don't know how much battery I've got, if you just hold the RGB button, okay, so if you just hold it down for a couple of seconds, it tells you how much battery you've got. That's a really nice feature. So I can just be sat there and have a look, say, okay, 50%, I might need to charge it up. Okay, I'll charge it up, and I can sit there on charging. I would have liked this to have been at the top of the headset because I keep my headset like this sometimes, just on the side. But having said that, it's not too bad because it rests on here like so, and it doesn't do too much of a kink on there. But it still would have been nice to have that on there and maybe the button on the bottom. Okay, so that was my run through of this, the RGB Gaming headset strap. This one happens to be from Eyglo, E-Y-G-L-O. There are other ones out there. The good things about this is the beautiful comfort. I just think it's phenomenally comfy. The massive battery, the perfectly balanced, and the RGB, I'd say it was a good thing if you wanted RGB, and the indication of the light on there. A couple of little issues though is the color, very small one. This feels a bit cheaply made. and the issue with the charging there. But again, all of those really can be get over. I don't think I have an issue with this. But like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know your battery head strap. Always in the market to look out for new battery head straps, but this one is well worth getting, simply just for the comfort and the 8000 mAh. Okay, so I hope that's helped you out having a look at the battery strap for the Meta Quest 3. I'm going to be putting a few Quest 3 videos out. I've got a lot of discounts for games as well, if you go and have a look down below in the description, if that's what you want to go and get you some 25% off them. Okay, please do like, please do subscribe. Till the next video, bye-bye.